National People's Concern, NPC, the 2009 Foundational Tenets of Political Bargaining and the National Coalition Agreement, Preamble, concerned by the continued political domination of the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, and its profound impact on the socio-economic well-being, freedoms, and dignity of the Rwandan people. Honoring the memory of Rwanda's recent and tragic history and the countless lives lost through cycles of violence, exclusion, and division, recognizing that true healing requires truth, justice, and national courage, cognizant of the long legacy of unilateral rule and its destructive consequences for national unity, trust, reconciliation, and democratic development, determined to ensure that Rwanda becomes and remains an open, peaceful, and inclusive nation committed to non-discrimination, pluralism, and equal participation for all citizens, regardless of ethnicity, political affiliation, or social status. Recognizing that Rwanda's challenges cannot be solved through fear, coercion, or propaganda, but through solutions rooted in the will, wisdom, and agency of the Rwandan people themselves, committed to achieving lasting peace, justice, and prosperity for all Rwandans, whether living in the homeland or dispersed across the diaspora, many of whom remain exiled by political conditions, guided by universal principles of human dignity, peace, justice, and fundamental human rights, and by the conviction that every Rwandan deserves to live free from fear and oppression, reaffirming our shared commitment to democracy, transparency, accountability, and the rule of law as a foundation of a stable and prosperous nation, insisting that any transition from the current political order must occur exclusively through lawful, peaceful, and political means, rejecting violence as a tool of governance or change, pledging to ensure that every Rwandan holds a meaningful stake in the governance and future of their country, and that national institutions serve the people rather than a ruling elite, determined to find a durable, inclusive, and democratic solution to Rwanda's political crisis and to end the cycle of domination that has hindered national healing. We hereby present this coalition agreement to the Rwandan people and to the international community as a declaration of peaceful intent, democratic purpose, and national renewal. Mission Statement. The National People's Concern, NPC, seeks to unite Rwandans in restoring genuine freedom, security, and fundamental human rights to our homeland. NPC is a broad-based political coalition that brings together Rwandans from all sectors of society to end de facto one-party rule and return sovereign power to the people. NPC is committed to fostering a national dialogue rooted in reconciliation, truth, and restitutive justice, enabling healing and human restoration to take place. Our movement is guided by democratic principles of openness, inclusion, tolerance, and equality. We call upon all Rwandans to join the struggle for freedom and dignity, and to help transform Rwanda into a free, safe, and just country for all its citizens. Introduction. In the aftermath of the 1994 genocide, Rwandans and the world hoped for a genuine political and economic transformation. When the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, claimed victory in July 1994, many refugees returned home believing that the sacrifices made during the war would pave the way for democracy, peace, and national renewal. Survivors remained determined to rebuild a nation shattered by unimaginable violence. 3 decades later, it is evident that the RPF has failed to deliver on these aspirations. Since 1994, Rwanda has been governed under de facto one-party rule, consolidated under the leadership of Paul Kagame. Initially serving as Vice President and Minister of Defense, Kagame assumed the presidency in 2000 following the resignation of Pastor Bizimungu. He has remained in power ever since, most recently securing re-election with over 93% of the vote, an outcome that reflects political dominance rather than democratic competition. Under Kagame's rule, the RPF has constructed an all-encompassing political and military apparatus designed to suppress dissent, restrict pluralism, and control public life. Fear, intimidation, and suspicion have been deployed to divide communities, weaken independent thought, and prevent the emergence of alternative political voices. Illegal land seizures, extrajudicial killings, the imprisonment of opposition leaders, and the deepening of ethnic and political divisions have eroded trust both within Rwanda and with neighboring states. The RPF's governance model, centralized, exclusionary, and coercive, has produced social and economic insecurity. Rural development lags the polished facade of Kigali's skyline. Taxation is applied arbitrarily and used as a tool of political control.